So I'm asking you, before we enter and do the big one, the analysis, we will Chelsea, how could PM or Athens, whatever that's going on in there. No? Before we get in there, who do you start in Kuku? And as I branch a friend, Maggie at centre forward for Chelsea Football Club in China game number 1 against Panathinaikos in Athens in Greece. Now, are you confident? And as on your confidence, with him, it's just entertain home about the updates of Chelsea, where they are, team, and what's going on there. I mean, I'm more channel, I'll bring you the proper pre-match tactical analysis. Also, I give by your room. Welcome again back to back as he on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much. So thank you very much for the last 2 videos I update. Upload here, mash it. To every one of you, want to say a big thank you to you, all of you in the Fiifi-Manfred WhatsApp channels, various ones. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So we want to say thank you very much. So subscribe to the channel. Say what your notification. Now in the notification turning, what choosing all we give you the best, and of course we're also very consistent with it, back to back. So I comment, and when I see it, I get excited. Once you come in, drop it in the comment section. Back to back. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube today. Yesterday wasn't too good. Boys, no more chat. Panthers no and Koyama, but tonight we expect it. Saying the Champions League, some good stuff will come, and then people are going to win some goodies. Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, and then I'm bringing you a quick update on Chelsea team now. Echo away to Athens, in the game against Panathinaikos. And this morning, I was telling you about the story of a branch friend Joshua Champon and how I'm married for a pushy, a moving all directions to try and secure the boy and then get him for FC Real Madrid. Madrid for no Epe Joshua Champon. I'm share the quality. Ombujiri say he's an important player, a top player. He is able to play in different positions from the right hand side, with him about a right back, with him as a right wing back, or you're athletic, or you're physically very sound, or you're aggressive enough to play in their team, very transitional, and athleticism also high level, and he believes that he's going to thrive at FC Real Madrid. And they are doing everything possible to make sure they get a signature of a brand here, your friend Joshua, a champion from Chelsea. But Chelsea have been clear. Oma manabo Conference League games nibi, Oma manabo League Cup games nibi, Oma man even a cameo in the English Premier League. Oma Kachene said they don't want to sell him because they are not even certain on the future of a branch of Malo Gusto regime because of injuries. And one thing is clear, this shows to a very large extent, say Chelsea team, any owners, they don't want to be a selling club. Or best players, they are not thinking of selling them, and that's why Cole Palmer a long contract extension. Senegal Betina club in, and he's going to play for them for a very long time. And it's the same for Brantford friend Nicholas Jackson and then Josh a champion also has come in. Chelsea are not willing to let the boy go, so they are not willing to sell him in there. So that's the update to him. Boy, Chelsea are on a new contract offer. The boy is not particularly enthused about the new contract offer at Chelsea. And then on any entourage, they are beginning to look at it. They are going to assess it before they do a final conclusion of the new offer at Chelsea. We wait to see how it goes on over there. Chelsea have been clear to him. And then in the team, almost traveled Athens, in the Conference League. A lot of the boys did go in there, and then they got some to play. Oshe Obi to say, Tariq George, Okoko Bobby, Kaya Enyabi, a boy also away. He's traveling with a team to go and play football. But our branch friend Joshua Champon, he is not part of the team going away to go and play at Athens because Chelsea have been clear to him, said they want him to sign a contract extension. Once signing a contract extension now, they are not going to allow him play, even for the developmental side, let alone for him to play for the senior team. And that's it with our bunch of friend Joshua Champon. And Chelsea boys, Athens, and they are going to wear that black jersey with the pink stripes away at Athens when they are going to play against Panathinaikos. See, that game is not going to be easy. So watch your Panathinaikos in the Greek league on the table now, and how good they have been in Europe, how solid they are. There is one thing about Panathinaikos and Olympiacos when you go away to go and play them. Atmosphere, is very, very intimidating. So this is a huge European night, very intimidating. And a Chelsea ball, and it is going to be a Chelsea side that Enzo Maresca and making sure say Obe manage the minutes of new players into Reece James didn't travel to go and play inside game no away at Panathinaikos on Kobe. Adia Abranti friend Reece James because of say Chelsea person managing a minute in he did not travel with the team. Oshe Abrantia, your friend Romeo Lavia, and also one travel with the team. Malo Gusto, one travel with the team. Abrantia, your friend Moises Caicedo didn't travel with the team. Usual suspect, I am ready storm even for the Conference League knockout, league phase now. That's Abrantia friend Cole Palmer and Romeo Lavia and Benjamin Chiu also did not travel with the team. Goalkeepers, any team at Chelsea, any Robert Sanchez, Philip Jorgensen, Lucas Bergstrom making the 3 goalkeepers at Chelsea. Philip Jorgensen, every international break by the last time when you had a little issue, but I know almost say okay, and he's possibly going to play Mochina away in Athens against Panathinaikos. There is defenders Tosin Adarabiayo because of the absence of a branch friend Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana also is being managed. So in the last pre-match press conference at Enzo Maresca, it was clear, and he did say in terms of management of injuries, in terms of making sure the players play very, very long throughout the season. Players be said Reece James, Tosin Adarabiayo, Romeo Lavia, they are not going to play more than 2 games in a week. He has been clear with them. Say moment Bobo more than 2 games in a week. Into Tosin Adarabiayo, ever be replaced a branch friend Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana, Romeo Lavia, any Reece James here. Don't expect them to be seeing them in games consistently. Match right now. The next game they'll have to rest more before they go on and come and play in certain games. Qualify away at Panathinaikos. Defenders now there's Benoit Belachile. Marco Crear returns to the team after so many that big one away at Anfield. Already there is Axel Desasi. And so that's going to go on and play in that game. Then there's Renato Vega, and so with team in the midfielders now. Enzo Fernandez, Kenan Drisby Hall, Cesare Cazadeh, Kani Chukwuemeka, my boy, for the very first time gets to travel for a Conference League away. There is Samuel Rak-Sechi, an important player in the Chelsea Academy. One of the boys at Chelsea, person who grew me, saying that they will play at the highest level. Almost person who starts now. Whether from the academy, whether from the first team, they're holding on to almost that's very, very important to clear league and in the new management now. Then forwards now, Noni Madueke air travel with the team. Mihailo Mudryk, mind you, one travel to Anfield to go and play against Liverpool. He was not part of the team, and now Abrana Arsenal airball against team my friend Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk. No. He was at Emirates watching his former teammate. So he did not go, and then on the team air travel Akko Athens. Then there's going to be Pedro Neto, João Felix, Christopher Nkuku, Jadon Sancho, Tariq George, and McGee. So air travel Akko. Then there's going to be a new boy also from the academy called Shumaira Muika. Whilst Chelsea prepares for the game because over the weekend with Reece James, with Romeo Lavia, with Moises Caicedo, with Cole Palmer, with all of these boys Enzo rest. Then when they come back, the coaching team would make sure and hope that they are fresh and they are willing to go and get the results for Chelsea over the weekend. Emma Winfrey said after Panathinaikos game, Chelsea are going to play a big one over the weekend against Newcastle. After that, there's Manchester United somewhere in between the line. Then there is team and friend Arsenal along the lines as well. So Chelsea, there were huge games in there, huge big games because that they need to make sure they start preparing for. They need to start working on annuity. And these players did not go. See, Enzo Maresca, he has spoken about the team, he has spoken about how good they have been. He has spoken about the plan for players, he has spoken about the plan for Cole Palmer, spoken about the plan for player friend Reece James and all of them, and the plan he has for all of them. We are waiting to see if Chelsea for against Panathinaikos. The atmosphere at the Panathinaikos Stadium very difficult for teams to play there. Chelsea would want to make sure they get the win on match day 2 of the Conference League in the Panathinaikos. Arguably, I think it's the toughest test for Chelsea thus far. So the number of teams are Chelsea but in the games in the Conference League. Panathinaikos obviously is going to be the most difficult for Chelsea as they go on into this one. whilst Chelsea are going with a light side team, and near the host, the regular household names for Chelsea, but there is Jadon Sancho, there is Noni Madueke, there is Mihailo Modric, there is Enzo Fernandez. So a very decent team traveling away to other things to go and get a job that opponents now a very, very tough. The last game of my boy in the Conference League, a goalless draw. Burak Banja and a boy another negative results here. On my last game of my boy, and so our Greek League also on my ball draw. Oshe, the coach of Team Friend Panathinaikos, the friend Diego Alonso, I said, you see the home advantage, no results now Panathinaikos for an extra. He wants the home advantage for his team Panathinaikos, and Waka said, Nedai soon as a coach, and said, in this very, very big game, how many Chelsea here, but the players will take advantage of the home advantage. We'll make sure say you see the home advantage and then get results against Chelsea. Panathinaikos, they are not willing to drop points. In the last few games, Omar dropping some funny points via Ohoram, and this time they don't want to drop any points via Ohoram. Home turf, you're unbeaten in the last 4 games. So we need 3. Omar draw 1. Ohoram, and they back up Panathinaikos. They have to overcome any the continental record, no away to English sides, no home to English sides, no. Ayana and Sheda and yet the one more ball the continental games, no, national more versus English sides. It's usually not good for them, Panathinaikos, and that's the reason why it's a huge one. They need to get the results, and Chelsea are coming home. Over there, they call them the Greens, our Greece, so they don't have a very good record when they are playing against English sides in Europe. Like I did say the last time on continental record, and yet on my ball almost 17 games. Oma draw 6 on Oma lose 11. They are 18. They have never won. They've just won 1 of them, and then they've drawn 6, and then they've lost 11 of them. That is very, very devastating for Team Friend Panathinaikos. And for the very first time, when we see Chelsea in a European competition, Panathinaikos for in there, and then of course. We'll check Chelsea for them. Omako Athens for the very first head-to-head between Omo and them. Was it really tough? It's a stretch of brilliance run with 2 matches, drawn 1, lost 1. So last 2 games at Chelsea boy or draw against Nottingham Forest and lose against Liverpool. So Chelsea aren't also particularly in a very, very good form going into this one. Not so much of a good form for Chelsea. So since that defeats to Ghent, and Sheda near the best for Chelsea, but the last game on against Ghent in the Conference League, and they're able to get it done. I think there's supposed to be confidence going away to Team Friend Panathinaikos on home games. So nobody ain't Sheda near good. The faith record, the record against good opposition, Chelsea ko Obiana on Lusuda while winning 4 and 1 draw 2. Though both failures to win, they come on Greek soil. So quite we are. Anna draws the entire bem into a tough game for Chelsea going away to Panathinaikos. I think the key battle Panathinaikos for new boy Facundi Pellistri started a lot of the match since arriving from Manchester United in Chelsea for wing by Fernando Viega and Swashe in match day 1 against Ghent. I think it's going to be an important one for Team Friend Chelsea going away to Panathinaikos, going to play in there. See a notification from Chelsea for them. Say team PM draw. They've got into Athens. They've arrived on your first session our Athens and they are preparing for that big one. And very, very important because so the last game at Chelsea boy that loss against Liverpool. Obiadia say Chelsea played very well constantly. Juma Anslot Eddie Curtis Jones on Cole Palmer didn't get a lot of time on the ball to really impact the game. But really created spaces for other people in the middle of the park for Chelsea to hurt them. But Chelsea failed to make good use of some opportunities that it fell to them. And now there's a big one away at Panathinaikos, and that is where Chelsea need to do better. They need to gain their confidence because Senya Mekano, after some Panathinaikos game, the games that are coming on the horizon, there's going to be the big one against Newcastle. There's one against Manchester United, Arsenal, in between somewhere in there. Also very, very important game, somewhere on the 10th or 11th of November, Chelsea about Arsenal. So this is a game that they need to win, build confidence, go from there, and then begin to get the results which is very, very important. Chelsea for them, are ready. So much started on live training also in Greece already as they got to Greece to start their training and make sure saying I'm much they will get the results on it. An important game. I say Chelsea 18-minute results, and they are hoping to get all the 3 points over there. Senegal, they come back over the weekend and then come and play in subsequent games and then get the results from in there. Of course, Uti Enzo Maresca, he has been very clear about the things that I've said. Chelsea Coco drew on him. He has spoken about how he wants to play. Send up person the boys number on the ball, how he wants them to play without the ball. He has said very clear. Also, Chelsea defending. I don't agree we are conceding easy goals. Journalists Ebisano say Chelsea are conceding easy goals and because the game Chelsea boy against Liverpool. It was tossing at the BIO and a bunch of friendly level call. A lot of tacticals, any journals. I believe that Chelsea considered 2 easy goals. I think that it was just essentially mistakes, and then it was the occasion that got the better of a branch of friendly level call and it tossing at the BIO. Because when you go to Anfield, obviously a baptism of fire and it's a huge place for you to step your foot at. But then again, you look at stuff like this and you ask yourself, why couldn't they defend better? Didn't they prepare for moments like that? But they're still young centre backs. Enzo Maresca said, I don't agree that we are conceding easy goals. I think we are conceding goals like the rest of the clubs. Tomorrow, with a full stadium, hopefully we don't concede goals. That's what Chelsea and Enzo Maresca echoed about the team. He was asked about Abrantia, your friend of Mihailo Mudryk, and I say, how can he fulfill his full potential? And a journalist, Ebisa, coach, your friend Enzo Maresca about Abrantia, friend of Mihailo Mudryk. And this is exactly what he said. He said, when? I don't know. We try to work with Misha every day, and hopefully he can get better and better day by day with us. It's more or less like João. He's doing very well. The thing is, in the moment, there are more players doing well. When they get the chance, they need to take it. And that's exactly what Enzo Maresca about Abrantia, Yefreno, Mihailo Mudryk, and João Felix in the games that they are playing. He was asked about the fullback and Nano Pamidi, the home commercial. Joshua Kofi, a champion. Josh Kofi, a champion. He was asked about him. And I say no. He was asked if there is a standoff between Joshua Champion and Toraj and Chelsea sporting directors Nana, according to Enzo Maresca. I say no. To be honest, I feel a bit shame for Josh because this kind of game could be an opportunity for him. I had a chat with him about 3 weeks ago about the situation, and the chat we had was very good. But since that moment, I haven't spoken to him again. It's a shame because I really think Josh can potentially be a top player. He is still 18, so very young. Many things can change for the future. He can be important for Chelsea. It's so important for the club that it's our intention not to use him. But the first thing we need to do is to find a solution for his contract, for his moment. I don't know if the people are helping him or not. I really like Josh and I would like to have him here with us. But it's not possible, like talking about our game at Chelsea got Cobon. In there, he was asked about a branch of friend, João Felix. So João Felix has arrived and he's doing very fine with us. He's doing fantastic. Everything I can say is good things. The only thing we have with João is also many players, unfortunately, not playing, but not because they are not playing well. He will do better. He was asked about Felix Jorgensen. I said, yes. And said, Felix Jorgensen in a slight injury on his eye when he went to play for, I think, the Danish and a 21 side. But now he seems to be better. And Enzo Maresca said, yes, he is here and he is available to play. Talking about a branch of Felix Jorgensen. Enzo Maresca, Mihailo Mudryk said, I didn't know one for the Liverpool game. This is what Maresca said. I said, that was a technical decision to be left out for the squad on Sunday defeat against Liverpool. Also a technical decision. Levi Cole resumes, Malo Gusto, Moises Caicedo, Nicolas Jackson, Nina and Chavon and Kobe. Wow. All of these very, very important players in Nina and Kobe. It means that Nkunku starts. It means that Axel de Sassi Mubebe Biabo. It means that Enzo Fernandez becomes the captain. Pedro Neto, João Felix Mo will play some good football at a good time. And that is some positive stuff for Chelsea Football Club and maybe South. Saying Yami Admochina say Yetete say a branch of friend of Nicolas Jackson and Kono. Mark Gill any Nkunku. Who are you starting? We are Chelsea near Mark Gill any Nkunku. Nicolas Jackson is not traveling with a team to go and play our Panathinaikos in Athens. Why now starting at center forward? Is it a branch here, your friend Mark Gill, or are you starting a branch here, friend Nick, a branch here, friend Christopher Nkunku? Who is your pick What is your starting lineup? In fact, o back 3 crown, o back 4 on air, players been a ball honum. You himself goalkeeper, the be straight Felix Jorgensen, but center forward, McGee and Kuku. And I made the McGee didn't shame because Chelsea would probably need a proper center forward. You can play in Kuku from the wing and then add a branch and McGee. Anyways, who are you starting in this game? Also, match Mihalo Modric, Felix, Pedro Neto, Enzo Fernandez, Kenan Drisby, Renato Vega, Belashile, Tosin Adrabiayo, Axel de Sassi, Nina El Honum in there. That's exactly what na coach, your friend Enzo Maresca Ekano. In this game, there isn't any recognizable right back El Honum. And if a branch friend Josh Kofi a champion and travel with the squad, obviously he would have started for Chelsea Football Club. But then as the situation stands now, Enzo Maresca said he's only waiting to see how it goes for Abrantia, your friend Joshua Kofi a champion.